Cross Swords was released on the Neo Geo MVS back in 1990 and brought over to the Neo Geo AES the following year in 1991. It weighs in at an incredible, mind-numbing 50 megs. Alright. Yeah, that's not the largest meg count by any stretch of the imagination, but hey guys, this game was released in 1990, so we'll give it a break. The game was developed by Alpha Denshi and resembles the Super Spy quite a bit. Well, except for the action RPG gameplay and its fantasy setting. Both games used a first-person perspective, although here your character is made up of a see-through wire frame, sort of like the original Punch-Out arcade game. As this is an early Neo Geo game, you can expect quite a few recycled enemy designs throughout, with simple color palette swaps and some pretty nice colors in the backgrounds. A lot of large designs here too, particularly with some of the boss characters and, well, pretty much every character. That was sort of the Neo Geo's thing. There's also a lot of parallax scrolling, which is quite nice. The characters animate well, although, to be honest, it would have been nicer to see just a little more variety or more frames to the animations. But given the age of the game, I can certainly look past that. Now, full disclosure time. This is a game I've actually never heard of before. And thanks to the Neo Geo community over at neogeo.com, it was recommended to me as a hidden gem. And after playing the game quite a few times now, I can wholeheartedly agree that hell yes, this is a hidden gem. The two-player cooperative mode in particular is utterly fantastic, and although I didn't capture footage with this particular mode because no one was around when I needed to record the footage, if you have a Neo Geo, you really owe it to yourself to pick this one up and play it with a friend. The game begins with you learning the ropes. You can push the joystick up to defend head attacks and pull it down to deflect incoming body attacks. You can also move along the lower portion of the screen left or right, which can act as a dodge in some instances. The concept is that you block an enemy attack before striking back, which is done with the A button. You can use the joystick in conjunction with the A button in order to do a regular attack or a thrust attack. The B button is used for magic attacks, which is where the magic meter comes into play, so you can't over-abuse magic attacks. Pressing A and B together executes a special attack. And that's pretty much all she wrote. It's quite simple, but in practice it works perfectly. You just gotta get used to actually seeing the enemies and what their animations are to know if you're gonna have to deflect up or down. It's that simple. After that, just mash away at the A button and you're good to go. At the onset, you can select between any of the first 3 chapters you want to experience. From there, the game offers branching paths, some of which are a little bit easier than others. You can also score better weapons depending on which branch you take. Along the way, you'll come across a traveling merchant who sells healing items and new weapons, so make sure to collect as much gold as possible. Each weapon is different than the last in that they come with their own magic and special attacks. I was truly shocked at how much I enjoyed this game. Even though it's repetitive while playing in the single player mode, I still loved it. You grab a buddy though, and the experience doubles in enjoyment. This is one of those games where I had a bunch of friends over the other night, and we just couldn't stop playing it. It's that addictive. And I gotta say it once again, it's all thanks to the community for letting me know about this hidden gem. If you own a Neo Geo, this is most certainly a game you need to experience. It's fantastic. It can be had for around $50 these days, depending on which version you buy, and of course the condition of the copy. Sadly, the game was only ever released on the MVS, AES, and Neo Geo CD, so there's no other means of experiencing the game through official channels. At the time of this recording, the man behind the Unibios, Razula, is hard at work trying to bring the Neo Geo CD exclusive Cross Swords 2 to the MVS platform. If he's successful and the game ever goes on sale, I'll be sure to pick it up, because if it's half as good as this one, it'll be well worth the asking price.